You can through the website, not through the app, but I think we may have a link to the website. Also, you know, our third-party people always talk about how this is more secure. Everybody remembers Acorn, right? Well, when Acorn was out registering people to vote, they were filling out applications, they were sending stuff in. You don't know who these people are, where they're from, the people that are registering, and the people that are filling those out. But if people are going online, and our third parties are using, whether it's the party, whether it's other groups that are using it, if they're signing people up online, we know that they can only do that if they have a Georgia driver's license or a state-issued ID card. And if you have that, we have checked your citizenship. We know that you meet the age requirements. You meet the residency requirements. We know where your physical address is. We have your picture, and we also have your electronic signature on file. So you can imagine how this takes out a lot of the security issues that we have. It also keeps people from being disenfranchised. We've actually had state election board cases where we had a lady that did a voter registration drive. She put the forms in the trunk of her car, she never turned them in before the election. So all those people that thought they had registered to vote basically got disenfranchised because one person did not turn those forms into the county. This will keep that from happening in the future. This is basically just our online voter registration enhanced MVP page, which I talked about cutting red tape. It also is more cost efficient. If counties are having to pay for paper registrations, when you figure printing costs, having to mail those out, having to have somebody open that mail and keep that information in when it comes back in, that all takes time and money. But if it's done on the mobile app, the user's doing all the work. There are no typos or other things that can happen. It goes right into our voter registration system where the employee works to take out any chance of human error. And there's been studies that show that a paper registration costs about 83 cents, where online registration is in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 cents for cost. Also coming soon, we're going to have the ability to send text messages out through the app. You can sign up for them, so we can give you key deadlines that are coming up, like voter registration deadlines, when early voting starts, early voting's ending, things like that. This is the app, what it would look like on your phone. So this is Chris's information. If you get the app, you put the first initial, last name, day of birth, and the county where you live. Your individual information comes up. Then you can, if you want directions to your polling place, you click on that button. It'll take you to where your polling location is, and you can click on Get Directions, and right there from your mobile phone, it'll give you directions to your polling location. And you can do the same thing through our website for your early voting locations as well. You can also access your absentee ballot application, and this is what that side of things looks like. So as you go through the process, if you're checking the status of the voting absentee ballot, you can see that you're issued a ballot for this election. The request was received, and the ballot was issued. That absentee ballot was received, and that actually voted. So you can track your absentee process the whole way through. And think about this from the idea of a military voter, not to mention it being transparent. So this is great for our UOCAVA ballots for military and overseas voters. We now have the ability for a soldier serving overseas to register online, request a ballot online, receive an electronic ballot delivery, receive confirmation of that ballot delivery, report the process confirmation, and it's just one less thing for them to worry about while they're away. And that's one of the things that we've heard from our National Guard folks. Anything we can do back home to have them focused on not issues at home, but where they can focus on the job they're doing, is very helpful to them. And I'm gonna skip this last little part because without the sound, it doesn't really do justice to it. But we did a press conference in Savannah with the National Guard, and we had a soldier that actually got the app, and when he found out everything he could do, he basically said, he's actually going to vote every time now. There's a lot of guys and girls serving us overseas that don't vote because they just don't think their ballot ever gets back. And now they have a way of verifying that. In closing, I just wanted to tell you real quick, after we get through this runoff, you know, the Democrats are working hard. There's been all these stories about them, you know, registering all these minority voters that are out there and others that are sitting on the sidelines, and if they can do that, they can win these elections in November. But we've got to do the exact same thing. And I would encourage all of you, if you have an Android or Apple device, download that app and make it your goal just to register one new Republican vote. I did that Thursday night in my house. We had our daughter's wildlife leaders over for an end-of-year cookout, and one of the girls that's a leader is from Texas. She just graduated from UGA. She got a job in Athens, so she's now gotten her driver's license. She's a resident of the state. She told me, she said, now I got to go register to vote. My 11-year-old daughter said, well, you can do that on this app. So she downloaded the app. She did her registration on Thursday night, and I imagine Friday morning when they walked in the elections office at Athens, Clark County, that registration was sitting on their voter registration system ready to be working. So now we have another Republican voter registered in the state. We need to make sure that we continue to do that so we can win this U.S. Senate race, make sure Governor Deal gets reelected. And I will remind y'all, Governor Deal is not the only person running against Carter. You know, my opponent's name is Doreen Carter. So please don't forget, I need your vote too. Thank you so much for having me.